What in the sweet hells were you thinking? Activating that lance? I was right there! Gods! Do you have any idea how much that hurt? Well, apparently there's a limit. Somewhere between a nice summer's day and the full concentrated power of the sun!
Hello, and welcome to James, the Lesser Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible with... Guys, Baldur's Gate robbed me! What happened? Well...
He had the Black Arts plate on. Yeah, because it looked crazy. But I think that's it, right? The Helldusk helmet? Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. I have no idea what happened to it. Yeah, it just doesn't exist. It's just gone. It was on Asterion, he gave me his bag, and it's not in the bag, so I lost the Helldusk helmet. It's just not anywhere. Nobody got it. There's a flawed Helldusk helmet. But we don't have the real one. Yeah, I lost it. It's just gone. It doesn't exist in the game. It was erased. That's good. I don't think I got half of Asterian's gear. Like, none of this is what Asterion had on. No, remember? Asterion had either gloves or boots that made him proficient with like a bow. And now I don't have those. Yeah. I don't even have it anymore. They thought they gave me Asterian's items. They totally didn't, right? Yeah. Basically, whatever inventory he had on, he left with it on. So I lost all of Asterian's gear. I don't have his gear at all anymore. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't have any gear at all from him. He took all the gear. So now I have to equip him totally differently because I don't have it anymore. I don't have any of that shit anymore. It's all missing. What the hell is that? Why would he leave with all my fucking gear? Like, I don't even have a good ring to put on. No, I have no ring to use. It's all gone. He took the crossbows, too. Yeah. He took the epic crossbows. I don't have them anymore. The handbows, they're gone. Yeah. So, how is that fair? Why the fuck did he take all my items? He took the crossbows. He took the fucking armor. He took the helmet. He took everything. So, my playthrough is fucked. Because the game decided, oh, just have him take everything. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, that's what happened. Now, let's watch his reaction to that.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 18th of March, 2024. Only a half streaming day for me because tonight I had to film private patron videos, and I also had to finish up with some of my behind-the-scenes business stuff for this month. The good news is, this should be, fingers crossed, and if everything goes according to plan, the last time that I need to take a stream off this month, because I know I'm already trying to finish multiple RPGs. We've got a new game coming out Friday. We got more new games coming out that people might want to see by the end of the month, and so you want me here as much as possible, right? I hear you. So, let's talk about how today went, because honestly, today went a little weird with the gameplay. We'll talk about that.
And again, he could do one Patreon video between streams. Record it, load it up. Then Tuesday, record it, load it up. I had to do 5 of them. Well, then you do 5 days in a row of, and day stream, record Patreon video, load it up, do night stream. Instead of taking off a complete, total fucking stream while crying and begging that you have no money.
And let's just get you all caught up. All right, so today on the Level 1 podcast, we talked about various topics, including I've decided what game it will be that I'm playing on Friday between
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Dragon's Dogma 2 and Rise of the Ronin.
Which he had on his schedule. He had on his schedule since like 2 days before this stream.
I also talked about some game news, including an update on the PSVR 2 selling actually quite poorly. No surprise there from what I assumed was going to happen, but, you know, since to me. And also, an interesting update on the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. Apparently, they have stolen content without permission and put it into the retail product. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, check out the podcast from this morning, okay? But the meat of what I did today was playing Baldur's Gate 3 because I didn't have the late stream. And today, there was great progress. We were in Cazador's mansion already. We explored the mansion. We went to his underground lair. We fought the Cazador boss fight, which was very interesting and unique. Much like a lot of these endgame boss fights, they're kind of unique. And I did pretty darn good. Problem was, after the fight ended, the game...
Body language. Oh, man, body language off the charts with the crossing of the arms. How confrontational he is about it.
Presented yourself with a critical choice. Either go along with what seems to be a pretty evil decision because one of your party members wants you to do it, or tell them, no, I'm not going along with that, and then that party member leaves your party. I'm not going to spoil for those who never played the game and maybe haven't seen the videos yet, but basically, I wanted to do the right thing based on morality choices and things that I'd done in the playthrough so far, so I said I'm not going to do that bad thing, and the party member got very upset and left. And apparently, from what I'm to understand, that's the end of their story. If you had allowed them to do the thing that seemed pretty horrible, then they would have stayed around for the rest of the game. But what would have been the outcome of that, I don't know. You know, I was going with my gut and going with my morality compass, and it just didn't seem like the right thing to do. So this party member leaves the party, and I get a bag of inventory, which is all the stuff that was in their inventory. I'm like,
Dude, stop jacking it while you're doing a video.
okay, well, what are we going to do next? I said, well, one of the missions we actually have is to go rescue someone who apparently is being fooled by these doppelganger characters. So we bring the person, Jahara, who's been impersonated by doppelgangers, to the person, and the person is so dumb, he doesn't realize. He's like, huh? He doesn't realize that he's been duped. So we do this whole fight, we save the guy or whatever, and we recruit him, right? This is cool. So now, in the one stream, we finished the Cazador plot line, and we recruited a whole new party member for the end game. I'm like, well, maybe we'll use them. Why not, right? And someone even told me he's actually meant to kind of be a certain class that's similar to the class of the person who left, so you should be able to reclass him as that person. So we did the whole final, like, half an hour of the stream. We reclassed this character, rebuilt him from scratch with all 12 levels into what would have been equivalent to the person who had left. Okay, let me put the equipment on him. So I opened up the bag of the equipment that was given to me from the person who left the party, and I'm looking for these items. I'm like, so I know that I have an item that's going to cause acid damage on hit. I know that I have an item that's going to make me, like, proficient with a certain kind of thing. I know I have this. I know I have that. I know that I have 2 dual-wielding weapons that are really powerful and have elemental status. I'm looking. They're not there. What? I have a bag of, like, over 100 items. But the items I'm looking for, the best items, aren't in the bag. And I said, what? Like, what's going on here? And everyone in chat was confused, just as confused as me. And most people...
No, they weren't.
...who are watching me play this game have played it themselves, okay? So we're in a situation where no one can explain what's going on. So we spent a good 10 minutes trying to figure this out. We went to the traveler's chest in camp. Items aren't in there. All right, we're going crazy. And then finally we come to the end of the stream, and someone says, I looked it up. Guess what? In Baldur's Gate 3, if someone leaves your party forcibly, meaning not that you dismiss them or tell them to leave, but if you basically cut ties with someone because they're upset with you, okay, then you will get all their inventory in a bag presented to you so you don't lose key items and things, except what they have equipped.
Yes, because you pissed him off, so he left. Was he supposed to strip naked? Although, Assyrian, alright, DSP probably would have been too upset about that, but, dude, you pissed him off. And there's a way to say, hey, don't ascend, and not piss him off. DSP has hated this game since the beginning he started playing it. He has not paid any attention to any of the characters, any of the role-playing. Anything that involving this game has just been staring at chat. Guys, what should I do? Alright, click this. Guys, what should I do? What? I don't want to do that, Snort. That might romance him. I don't want to do that. Click. If you make Assyrian happy throughout your gameplay, and then at the end, you have a chance of saying, hey, don't become Cazador. You have been a slave for 200 years. Do you really want to be like him? Or do you want to be you? And no, you do it correctly. He's like, you know what, you're right. I'm not Cazador. Cazador stabs Cazador to death. And he stays with the party. But because DSP doesn't fucking care about the game, he did nothing to keep Assyrian happy. So at the end, Assyrian fucking leaves and takes all of his shit with him.
What? The game devs went out of their way to code a bag where you'll get all the items of the character that's leaving, but they didn't think, oh, what about the equipment they have on them now when they're leaving? So, of course, you're going to have the absolute best items for the character on them. Why wouldn't you? And then they just take them. The worst part about this is the items that were on that character were unique items. These are not items that I can go buy again or you know, refabricate. They're unique items that made that character super good. That's why I used them the entire game up to this point.
Then you probably shouldn't have pissed him off.
And now I've lost all of them. So I'm over 120 hours into this game. I worked my ass off with this playthrough, and the game says...
Worked his ass off. It's a video game. You played a video game.
Oh, by the way, once again, you're just supposed to know, with no way to ever know this ahead of time, that if someone leaves your party on bad terms, you lose all the stuff that they have equipped. I'm just supposed to magically know that, right?
You're supposed to magically know that if someone leaves you, they take their shit with them. How you... Guys... Boy, he's going to be surprised when Cat divorces him and takes all of his shit, isn't he?
You want to know what that is, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to summarize it for you. It's called bad game design, right?
No, it's not. One of the things about this game that a lot of games don't do is permanent consequences. Many games, oh no, the NPC died. Alright, whatever, doesn't matter. In this game, an NPC dies, they stay dead. And once they're dead... Oh, well, I guess I can't finish the plotline because they fucking died. Oh, hey, I used this item. You only use it once. Well, guess what? You can't use it again. So yes, in this game, you piss off a character and they leave, but that's it. They're gone.
Baldur's Gate 3 is a fine game, but the more I've played it, the more and more kinks in the armor I found, the more and more cracks in the facade. The game ain't perfect, man. You know, it's got a lot of problems. This is probably the worst problem I've encountered in it. This game should not cheat you out of items.
It didn't cheat you. You pissed off a party member and they left. I get it. You're so used to games holding your hand. You're so used to games being like, oh, it's okay. The consequences don't matter. But guess what? In Baldur's Gate 3, the consequences do matter. When he recruited Mintz, if he had killed Mintz, guess what? Jahir would leave your ass, and she'd take all of her shit with her.
That you earned during your playthrough because of a dialogue choice or a story choice. You're doing the right thing. You're feeling you're making the right choice. You don't know the character's going to leave. And then they just decide to leave and take the best items with them. No, unacceptable. I will never forgive Larian for that. That is terrible game design. Now, it's not the end of the playthrough. It's not, I'll talk more about this in depth tomorrow on the podcast because as you notice, this is the abridged version. I'm not even mentioning the character's name to avoid spoilers for those who haven't seen the video yet. But tomorrow, I'll go more in depth into this on the podcast, okay? But this is a reason why I've been telling you guys, this game is not accessible. I keep saying this and people argue with me. Yes, it is. It's not accessible. If it were accessible,
It's not accessible to idiots.
the game would say to you, oh, your character's about to leave your party or whatever with this choice. Are you sure you want to do that because you're going to lose items? It wouldn't just steal from you.
No. This actually happens in Dungeons and Dragons games, which obviously he's never played because they require playing with friends.
This is literally robbery. Because think of it this way. You have a group of people who...
When I was doing Shadows of the Demon Lord, the character I was playing as was killed. And the one guy, well, alright, background story. My character wasn't the troll. My character was a sword the troll was carrying. It was a special sword that, like, the guy wanted to be immortal. And it's like, oh, well, instead of going into dark magics, I'll just bond my soul to the sword. Whoever picks it up gets possessed by me. But we didn't tell the other party members that the troll wasn't me, that the sword was me. And so, like, they're all trying to say, it's like, no, guys, it's okay. Like, just, even the DM's like, dude, just let him fucking die. It's okay, let the troll die. And then after the troll dies and they kill off the manticore and all that, poop, ghost pops up. Hey, guys, be careful while picking up the sword if you don't want to be possessed by me. What? Well, I have some workers I could probably give you to. Alright, deal. So, guy wraps it up in special claw so he can't be possessed. Take it back, give it to one of his workers. Bam! I now own that worker. It's called role-playing. And it's called permanent because, like, in other games where you die, you just, alright, reload. Or you spawn back to campfire or whatever. In Dungeons & Dragons games, you die, you're dead. And that's why the other party members were trying so hard to save the troll that they thought I was. Not realizing I was the sword possessing the troll. But he is so used to games not having permanent consequences that it just blows his tiny little Pig Roach mind.
working together. Well, one person says, well, I'm going to leave now and go on my own way. Okay, give me all your shit. Because that's something our group earned. It's our property, not yours. You don't get to just run off and take it. But no, the game just says
Like you ran off with all those Project 7 shirts?
they just keep everything they have equipped. Bullshit. Terrible game design. I'm not going to forgive them for that, nor am I going to give excuses. That's awful. Really bad game design. Definitely shouldn't be like that. That's pathetic. Other RPGs, characters go in and out of your party all the time. You can either still access their inventory, or you get all their inventory in yours. You don't get a bag of everything they didn't have equipped, but they keep the equipped items. That's bullshit. So I am pretty heated about it, but the thing is, I don't think it's going to really hinder the playthrough. We're at the end of the game, and no matter who I put in as the replacement, I don't know if I'm going to go with this new character now because I don't have the equipment to make them good. I might use someone else. I don't know. But it just sucks that all that effort, all that time put into this character and their build and their equipment, and I lose it, and basically it's a lost cause now trying to use a character like that again. It's incredibly stupid. So anyway, you can watch the videos now. They're already live on the channel. Enjoy them, okay?
When I did my first playthrough, I let him ascend because A, I love the Larian, he's amazing. B, I thought once we give it to the tadpoles, he won't be able to go out into the sun anymore. And he loves being out in the sun. Do I want to be out in the sun? In fact, he's going to be an evil vampire lord. Yeah, whatever. Second playthrough, I decided, well, not when I'm not recording, but just playing on my own with a shit ton of mods. My second playthrough, I convinced him not to do it. And it was very simple because our party rating, whatever, he liked me because I made him happy because he's awesome. And I was able to convince him no, again, don't become Cazador. Become Asterian. This is your chance to break the chain. And he did. And he stayed in the party. And then you do, like, after party stuff in the camp and all that, and he comes on, he's like, hey, thank you for that and all that. So, how can I pay you for that? It's like, hey, I'm romancing Karlach. Sorry, buddy, not this time. Yeah, with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.